the same age, around.
So she was a stud, but he was flirting with her.
Yeah.
She was
pretty, huh?
Yeah, that's like 16, 16.
But she was
look it up on your phone, K.I. You'll see how she looked.
Was she flirting back with him?
Nah.
She's trying to smoke it.
Oh, so she was trying to kill him.
Like, what is going on here?
Podcast and commentary, and I'm back on another video. Today, I got 3 guests. I got
Dior,
Tanaya,
Jakaya.
Sadilo, Tanaya, and Jakaya. So we got everybody here today, and we all gonna give our commentary about this video. But other than that, we just gonna get into the video. We ain't gonna waste no time. So it's Charleston White say King Von deserves to die, and that prison is the only solution for gangsterism. Tell me in this comment section how y'all feel about that and stuff like that. But further, we're gonna get into the video.
This is where someone say you take it too far. Like, you had a clip that went viral where you're like, death to all gang members.
Death to all gang members. Don't gangbangers kill? Don't gangbanger wake up every day looking to kill an op? So why shouldn't they die? Why should we wish death on the people that kill people?
So do you think the remedy is for them to die?
Yes.
So how do y'all feel about that? Do y'all feel like the remedy for gang members running around here killing people, do y'all think the remedy of it is them dying too? How do y'all feel about that?
I personally don't feel like they should die just because they're a gang member. Maybe that's what they grew up with. Like maybe their father was a gang member and it was just a traditional thing for them.
Well, okay.
Yeah, and I ain't gonna say all gang members like try to kill though. Like, might be the only way to get money for some people.
Yeah.
Like it's the only way out.
Yeah, I don't think they deserve to die.
Okay.
I think most people have to die off in order for things to change.
Mm.
I think most people have to die off. They have to go to jail. Because
Do you believe that was the case with you because you went to jail?
Yeah, I had to go. Yeah, I had to go.
Really?
And it saved my life. Every nigga I know went to jail, it saved their life.
Wow.
Every nigga I know went to jail, it done them some good. And had they not went to jail, they probably would have got killed early on in life, or they would have done something at some point in their life where they would have assured that they got a life sentence. So it's best that he go to jail for 20 years so he can come home and live good from 40 to 60. It's best that he go to jail at 15 and come home at 25 so he can get the brain development, he can get the treatment, he can get the medical attention that he needs. Most niggas don't even know they got medical problems till they go to jail. Most niggas don't know they got an abscessed tooth, a cavity, until they go to jail. Most niggas don't even know how to read till they go to jail. Most niggas don't even know how to respect their neighbor until they go to jail, and their neighbor will kill them if they fought in the room with them. If they make, you see what I'm saying? Most niggas come home.
So how y'all feel about that? So he was saying like a lot of these kids, you know, they grow up in the hood, they become gang members and stuff like that, and they don't really learn respect or how to do certain things for themselves. Like he was saying, some of them, they'll have a cavity in their mouth. They don't even know until they go to jail. They would have continued on their life without even knowing. They need work on their teeth. Some of them, they don't know how to read. Then they finally get time behind their cell. They start to read and they actually learn how to read and stuff like that. Do y'all feel like that is a way to like help some of these people by going to jail?
Definitely. He definitely spitting facts.
Yeah, no, jail. A lot of people don't deserve to be in jail, so some people turn worse when they in jail.
Okay. I can get that.
I feel like he went to like a mental health hospital, yeah, maybe. But jail, because he can die in jail.
Yeah, you can die in jail. Like, I get that perspective and stuff like that. Like, I get both sides because, to a sense, you know, you can send somebody to jail. They can turn out worse.
Or they can turn out better.
They can turn out better. I don't think that's the best rehabilitation for a person. But I feel like what he's saying is, it's shown, like, jail has rehabilitated some people. Like, he wouldn't be in the position he was in if he didn't go to jail. So he actually was a part of a little gang back in the 70s or something. They killed the white man. And
They killed the clear man?
yeah, they killed the white man. But years later, he got out and stuff like that. But he could have got worse over the years if he would have never got arrested.
Yeah, because they killed the white man. I wonder. He killed the
So do you
For
think
some
it's
people,
best?
Some people, yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's a learning lesson. Some people have to go there to learn.
So I think we all agree on that. You know, it might help a little bit, but sometimes it could make you worse.
With the kind of respect and things that they should have got from their home or their big homies down in prison, and they come home better men.
But that's where some people will look at it and say, well, if you're gonna suggest or even encourage that young black men who might be misguided or lacking father figures should be incarcerated, they'll label you a term like Uncle Ruckus.
Well, tell that to their mothers who sleep better at night. Tell that to the mothers who sleep better at night when she finally get the call and they say, Mom, I'm in jail. And she finally can say, thank you, Lord. And she don't tell him that. She can finally say, I can finally sleep right now.
How y'all feel about that?
That's true. That's true. Even though a lot of them are sad that their child went to jail, it's still like a relief. It's better that they in jail instead of dead in the streets.
I'm kind of like half and half with that because, you know, I dealt with that, you know, and sometimes I'll be like, I would rather him be there than out on the streets because I know somebody gonna try to do something to that person. And I do kind of feel bad because, you know, if my relative do go to jail, you know, COVID was bad up in there. They not really taking care of the, you know, prisoners and stuff like that. The food is bad. You got other people trying to target and hurt them. You just really never know. You can die behind them bars too. So I do get what he's saying to a sense, but then.
But you are most likely to die in the streets rather than in jail.
Yeah.
Although it's not his best, but you would die.
And I think that do give a lot of mothers a sense of relief when that do happen.
Now I don't have to worry about it in the middle of the night when the phone rings or they call and say my baby dead. Tell that to that mother. Tell that to the mother when she goes see him because now he's writing letters home and saying, Mom, I'm sorry. Tell that to the kids who now get to go see daddy because when daddy in the streets, they don't get to see him that much. But when he in jail, they get to go see him every other weekend. Tell that to the woman who now gets a phone call every day from the nigga who been ignoring her calls. Now in jail, he talking like a motherfucker. He saying all the right things in jail.
Pillow talking.
So now, homie, I've been dealing with the criminal justice system, the correctional system for over 40 years. So I'm an expert in this field.
Well, what people do criticize you for is that you seem to, you know, I always say, like, even if you had a problem with someone, once they die, you know, those problems pretty much, you gotta, you know, just gotta give it up. You know,
That's
it's
not true at
over.
all. That's not true at all.
You don't believe death kind of absolves, you know, whatever issues might be between two people.
Tell that to some people. Tell that to the creditors. Tell that to the people when you die and you still got bills. But they still be trying to collect. Tell that to the insurance, to the life insurance people, homie. No, homie, just because you die, what you did, what you said, who you are, that don't erase your act.
So how do y'all feel about that? If you die, you know how everybody try to say don't talk about the dead and stuff like that, which I agree with that statement. You know, you shouldn't talk about people that's dead, but you know, what you did throughout your life is how people are gonna remember you. And do you think people should be limited to say something about that person even though they're dead? You know?
No, because if that person was still around, they still gonna be saying it.
Yeah.
Like you could say, God bless the dead, but this person was something else.
They did. It's little right shit. And then you can say,
I definitely think nowadays, you know, back then, you know, people didn't used to do that, but now we live in a time where people don't got no respect at all. I feel like you should let them rest and not even say nothing about them. But we can't walk around here expecting everybody to be on that same type of time.
But you know, black folk ignorant.
That's what I said. They was gonna say
They
there
gonna
was
say
a lot of them that
Talking about they owe me money. That person owe me money.
Yeah.
Actions live on forever. You got a legacy that people got a right to speak on. Your birthday, the day you're born, the day you die, there's a dash in the middle. That's what we speak on, that dash. And death don't exclude you from what you've done.
You've spoken, you know, quite a lot about like people like, you know, King Von,
Yeah.
who passed away.
Yeah.
a lot of people don't like the nature of how you've turned his death into almost a celebration.
Well, tell that to the Tuckerville people that's been smoking Tucker. They did Tucker like that for 11 years. I never even knew who Tucker was until last year. I never knew even who Tucker was. So you mean to tell me we can Tucker for 11, 12 years, and his mother is over in the corner pleading. She's pleading. So you mean to tell me it's okay for them to do that, but because our favorite rapper is now being mocked as he mocked a kid. Tucker was a kid, a 15-year-old kid who was killed. And no one ever came out and defended Tucker's mother. No one.
So how y'all feel about that? So he was saying that, you know, when Vaughn was alive, you know, he made a mockery of Tucker and stuff like that, and he kept dissing him. But now since Vaughn died and he was a big rapper and a lot of people like him, everybody want him to stop saying he's smoking on Vaughn, but the whole time he was alive, he was smoking on Tucker. Is it a contradiction to y'all in that sense?
Yeah. Ain't no level on disrespect.
Yeah.
Everybody been saying smoking on that Tucker pack. Everybody been saying that.
But do it make it right though?
No.
You see what I'm saying? I get what he's saying, even though I don't think he should be saying that about one, but it's kind of like he giving back one what he did to somebody else. Because you got to think about that. If you was a mother, like y'all was a mother and y'all had children and they died from violence and people was making songs about your children, and like, how would that make you feel?
Very upset. You gotta hear it all the time.
Mm-hmm.
Knowing your son was living that life though.
Yeah, that's another part too, you know, living that life.
But you still don't want to hear it. You don't want to hear it.
I know, but I feel like he put that out too. So right is right, wrong is wrong. Like,
Cause Vaughn talking about he got 6 bodies or
yeah,
whatever.
he did the same.
I didn't really listen to Vaughn like that.
But he did the same thing, so you can't expect better from somebody else.
Folks say he got 6 bodies.
Yeah, I ain't listening to him.
He was on demon time out here for real.
Defended Tucker like they defended King Von. King Von was known to be a killer, a man who killed black people, a man who was accused of killing a black girl. So you mean to tell me he's celebrated, right?
Bruh, he flirted with that girl and killed that girl. It was all.
Talking about K.I.
It was a girl. She was like tomboyish.
She was a gangster too?
Yeah, and he was like messaging her.
That shit all on Twitter too.
Yeah, they got Facebook, Twitter, all of the messages. It was weird, but
So
it
he
was like
fucking her and he killed her?
nah, he wasn't smashing. She ain't finna let him do all that. They was beefed out. They from different sides.
Yeah, it was a bitch, but she was like a stud though.
How old was she?
The same age, around.
So she was a stud, but he was flirting with her.
Yeah.
She was
Oh, she was
back.
pretty, huh?
Yeah, that's like 15, 16.
But she was
Look
flirting back.
it up on your phone, K.I. You'll see how she look.
Was she flirting back with him?
Nah.
She's trying to smoke it.
Oh, so she was trying to kill him.
Like, what is going on?
So he got the upper hand. He killed her.
Well, they beat her up on the train,
They beat a girl up?
and then
It's not a girl, it's a stud.
We're gonna get back into it.
Our celebrities who take pictures in front of his mural. What about his victims' family? What about the people he's been accused of? Why don't y'all ever speak for them?
Don't you see why don't you see it the other way though?
I can't though, because I'm on
Well,
the
no.
victim side.
Wait, well, I'm not saying you should. I'm saying why don't you look at his death as it's unfortunate that he didn't come to realize maybe some of his mistakes.
It wasn't unfortunate. Let's look at his death. He had finally made it out of the ghetto. He had finally made it. He had just come home from beating murder cases, brother. Let's look at how serious this is. There are murder cases on his file that he beat. He gets released because the witnesses come up dead. Let's be real with this shit, homie. The witnesses came up dead. Black people. Nobody ever spoke about that. So here it is. He gets released and become this mega star rapping about his murders. What about those victims? What about their family? Watching this man who they think is a demon, the most horrible person in the world, reap the rewards for being a killer. What about those people? I'm thinking about those people. Fuck that idol. That idol is a demon.
And don't y'all think that's kind of bad, like in our community, how a lot of these people get talked about in these songs, you know, they get killed. I'm not saying a lot of these people are innocent, because we know some of these folks, they be just as much with that craziness as, you know, they do. But it's kind of like, we don't really talk about those people. We'll prefer to talk about other things than people that really get murdered in our communities and just go unnoticed, stuff like that.
Yeah, I mean, King Von ain't killing nobody. It's not like he killing innocent people. He killing other gang members.
Yeah, that too.
He ain't just killing randoms.
Yeah.
It happened, but he ain't just killing randoms. Like shit.
Yeah. Because a lot of people, they feel sympathetic for some of those guys that was opponents that got killed. But then we got to realize too, in a sense, some of those guys was a part of that activity. And if you was a part of that activity, it's kind of like, I can't feel bad for you. You know, you kind of ask for that. But then I think the part where he getting to is more of the culture celebrating these people. You see what I'm saying?
A proclaimed demon. Nigga, I don't ride with demons. When did black people start riding with demons? Homie, we got grandmothers who pray, mothers who say, son, bless your food before you eat it. When do we, so hear me out. So I'm looking at this and everybody is siding with King Von them. What about these victims over here who nobody's shining the light on? So these people are hurting. They don't have a voice. They don't have nobody to say, man, fuck them. But they saying fuck King Von because he been accused of killing their people. So when I get the knowledge and the information that this is a killer and these are victims, we don't give a damn about no killer who bragging about killing people. Proud of killing. So let me finish. So when I look at King Von's circumstance, I don't say it's unfortunate. I say that was a man that worked hard to die because he was woken up out of his sleep, wasn't he? He was somewhere chilling, minding his business. Somebody said, hey, there go the Quando kid. He wake up out of his sleep to go bring hurt and harm to somebody and die. You want me to feel sorry for a man who was looking to intentionally go hurt another brother and his brother killed the killer? Nah, I don't find that unfortunate. No, not at all. Choices and decisions, brother. You was just delivered from jail. And you gonna come out to the free world after you've been given this break. You've been given this opportunity. This is an opportunity of a lifetime and you still go play killer. Okay, killer. I don't feel sorry for you.
All right, that was the end of it. So I want everybody to give me like y'all individual opinion about it. How you feel about what he said, and do you think that he's speaking facts or is he just saying a bunch of crazy?
He got a few valid points, but he not from their city. He not in their situation. It's like can't really judge shit you don't know about.
I get you. It's kind of like if you ain't really in them shoes, you really can't. You really don't understand like what a lot of those people going through. So I could get that too.
In the end, when Charleston White was saying like he had another opportunity, I understand that. Like if he was already about to go to jail for murder, why go back out there and do the same thing and expect for people to feel bad for you? So I'm definitely on his side with that ending part.
The ending part?
Yeah.
What about like the majority of the other part? Do you feel like he was wrong about some of the stuff that he said, or do you feel like he was
Some of the things he was wrong because he don't know how that person grew up. Like he don't know how he grew up. He don't know if this was his last resort. Like he couldn't get a job. Like what if this was the only thing that helped him get money?
Okay.
I feel like he's spitting facts.
No, wrong. He didn't say shit wrong.
No.
All right, then I'm gonna give my last commentary to it, and then we're gonna wrap up. To this, I feel like some of the stuff he's saying is facts. His delivery and stuff is just throws the fuck off. He gotta learn that you can't disrespect other people, even though people was being disrespectful. You know what I'm saying? It's just a bunch of disrespect going on, and I feel like people need to cut it out. It's way too much going on. But other than that, I want y'all to get to the comment section. Make sure y'all get down there, speak your opinion. Don't judge none of us about how we feel about the subject. Remember, our mind heard a message and we gave out the message that we felt made sense. Instead of talking down on us, actually get in the comment section and try to educate us and put us on game. But make sure you hit that like button, make sure you subscribe, hit the notification bell, and tell me if you would like to have everybody on the show again. But other than that, y'all be easy, man.